So at this point, you're done being new to the game, you found your main, you found what races you like, you're leveling them up, you're doing everything you should be doing. However, you start to notice something called a shard system and starring up characters. What exactly does that mean? So let's backtrack here. Before we talk about how star ups work and what they actually are, let's talk about the shard system. Now the shard system sounds exactly like what it is. You get specific character shards or crew member shards. Underneath Figment's name, you'll see I have 25 out of 35 shards. So this means I need to collect 10 more shards to start up Figment. When you start up a character, you're not only getting stats, but you're also getting the ability to level them up. You also get one more thing, and that is the skills. These skills will upgrade per each shard. If we look at the 1-star Figment, you see the skills say power 1, power 1. This one says power 2, but that's because I have a crew member on him. If you haven't checked out the crew member guide that I made, check that out. And then we have a rush power 1. But look what happens when we start him up. Boom, now we're star 2. Power went up to 2, this power went up to 2, and those stayed the same, right? And then what happens if we do it again? Boom, they go up again, and 4, and they keep going up. Now you need to be star level 2 in order for you to get a skill on a character. You are not gonna get a skill if you're star 1. If we go back up, you see the skill is locked. Now, as we star up, you'll actually notice that, okay, the number changes, but what exactly does that mean? Well, it means the radius of things get bigger, the length of time it lasts gets bigger, the longer the duration on an opponent that's hit by it is longer. There is a lot that comes with leveling up your abilities, so starting up your racer is actually a phenomenal thing to do. You get bonus stats, you're able to level up your character more, and the stats on your skills increase. Now, before we talk about how to get shards, there's also a way to start up crew members. As you see right here, again, if you haven't seen the crew member guide, check that out. I'm not gonna go too in depth with crew members, check that out. If we hover a crew member and click crew bonuses, boom, you see the little columns? As you start up the crew member, those increase. And these are the stats applied to your character. So instead of plus 200, if I star him up, it's gonna be plus 350. Star him up again, plus 450, star him up again, and so on and so on. It's safe to say starring up characters and crew members are a must if you want to dominate this game. You have a few ways to get shards for characters. The first way is in the shop under boxes. Do your daily box, you can get your seasonal box, or you can also do your universal box. The difference between the seasonal box and the universal box is the seasonal box will only give you character specifics for that season. So I'm only gonna get Lilo shards, Stitch shards, Jumbo shards, Angel shards, and Captain Gantu shards, nothing else. The same for the crew members, nothing else. The same for material, nothing else. If you main a character during a season, attack this like crazy because it's gonna be your best bet to getting your stars. Another way is the daily specials. This is something I like to do. I don't like to gamble on the universal box because the chances are very low. If we click it and we go to check content, that's your percentage. Good luck. I don't do this. It's just a waste. I'll do it at the end of the season where it's like, okay, I have no other choice. But if I can just wait, it's 2 months. I remember I bought something for 30 shards. 30 shards in the shop? That's insane. 30, that's a startup and a half. Like, I'm telling you, do not gamble your stuff away dealing with this. Just wait for the shop. However, gamble your stuff away for the seasonal box though, because it's nasty. It's good stuff. Another way we can start up characters is just by having the golden pass. As you see, they just give you character shards for free. So, you know, that's another way you can do it. However, I don't want to talk too much about it because I think the season pass is going to be paid. So not everybody is going to pay for the pass. The other way you can do it is by going to the season tour. Once you get into the season tour, you'll notice there's specific spots that you can give little boxes. Those boxes can contain shards of characters. So as you see, it says 3, 5, and then there's like nothing there. There's usually a box there, but I cleared it. That is going to be how you get shards, materials, and whatnot. You also have a mystery box each season. In these boxes, if I open it here, you'll see I can get an angel shard. And so it does depend on which season for these mystery boxes, but for the other boxes, it's anybody's guess. It's just random. So we talked about getting shards for the crew in the season pass. We talked about it for the shop. We also talked about it in the season tour. You can also get it in limited events. So let's go ahead and hop over there. So as you see, we can also get shards for the crew members in limited events. You can also get them for characters too. Sometimes it will have character specifics. Let me see if I can find one with the character itself. So if I complete this, you see Celia May shards, as well as shards for the crew members. Highly recommend checking out these limited events every now and then because the seasonal event part of the limited events usually has some really cool stuff. This stuff down here more or less just has materials, not the actual character shard itself. If it does end up having it, it's usually just because it's something maybe that changed or something fancy, but for the most part, it's never really down here. Your best bet for character shards are going to be at the top. Another way you can get character shards are through regulated mode. So go into regulated mode and click check rewards. Once you click that and you go over it, you'll start to see shards. There's a Meg shard right there. There's another Meg shard, right? And although it's something small, it gives you materials, it gives you cosmetics, and then of course it also gives you shards. It's something worth doing because every little bit helps. The last way you can get shards is by doing ranked with your character. So if we look at this, we can see that as I rank up, as I level, there's 4 Figment shards. Let's keep going. We're in silver. Can we get any more? 5 Figment shards. Okay, we keep ranking up. Can we get any more? And 5 Figment shards. So as you rank up, you'll get more shards for your character. Disney Speedstorm really gives credit to players when they actively do things. And so a lot of materials that you're gonna want, a lot of shards that you're gonna want and whatnot, don't fall into your lap. You kind of have to go out and get them. And so this is why there's a discrepancy a lot of the times where some players might be really high level in shards or something like that, and then you're kind of low. And it's like, well, they probably play a ton. They probably log in like every day, and that's why they have it. It's not necessarily because they cash. I think a lot of people get that confused because you can get a lot of materials. You can star up a lot without spending cash, but you have to be consistent. So that is my tip for you. If you want to start up your specific character, be consistent. Check every now and then for your character in these limited modes, in these regulated modes. Do your rank with that character, and I promise you're gonna get that startup like crazy. That is all the ways we can get shards. If I did miss one, let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you check out my other guides if you want to know anything and everything Disney Speedstorm to take your game to the next level. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, know what I always say. Thank you guys for doing what? Papa Nopton. Good luck.